Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove and replace the cooling radiator on Mazda 3 2.2D. The radiator is located on the front of the engine behind the front bumper, but we don't need to remove the front bumper in order to get to the radiator. On this car, the radiator and the AC condenser come out together, so in order to bring them out, first we need to remove the cooling fans, also the overflow tank, and we need to disconnect the coolant hoses and the two AC lines. First we'll start by draining the coolant from the cooling system. That's the coolant drain plug right there. You just need to turn this knob anti-clockwise and the coolant will start spilling out. When I've opened it, there is very little coolant coming out because I haven't removed the cap at the radiator, so because of the vacuum there is no coolant coming out. But now when I remove the cap, and we'll see how the coolant will start flowing. Here you can see the coolant is flowing now. Next I'll drain all the freon from the cooling system, because as I said, AC condenser and radiator, they come out together. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next I'm going to remove this clamp for the coolant hose and remove the coolant hose. Next I'm going to remove the bolt holding the two AC lines that are connected to the AC condenser. I'm going to remove the two bolts and put the AC lines to the side. Next I'm going to remove this air filter housing. Next I'm going to remove this coolant overflow tank. It's held by, first I need to remove this hose though, then I need to remove the wiring harness from the coolant overflow tank, and then the coolant overflow tank is held by two tabs on the two sides. In order to release the two tabs on the two sides of the coolant overflow tank, we can use a screwdriver just to pry it out a little bit. Before removing the coolant overflow tank, first we need to remove all the metal clips that are holding this wiring harness, so that we can make more space for the overflow tank to come out. And that's the coolant overflow tank out. Next I'm going to remove the engine cover. And now I'm going to remove this coolant hose completely. Next I'm going to start removing the cooling fans. First I'm going to remove the electrical connectors. There is two cooling fans here and two electrical connectors for the two modules. In order to remove the electrical connector, you need to push that tab in and pull out the connector. Maybe pry it out a little bit with the screwdriver when this tab is pushed in. And the same on the other connector. The cooling fans are held by 4 bolts, 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. That's the first bolt right there. There's another bolt on the other side, and then we need to go underneath the car and remove the other 2 bolts. And these are the bolts right there holding the cooling fans on the bottom. That's one, and then the other one is on the other side. Now that we've removed all the bolts and electrical connectors, we can take out the cooling fans. It's a very tight spot, so you might want to wiggle them a little bit and they'll come out eventually. and that's the cooling fans out. Now that the cooling fans are removed, we have access to the radiators. In order to remove them, first we're going to remove this coolant hose on the bottom. Next we're going to remove the two tabs holding the radiators on top. This tab, one of the tabs is right there, and the other tab is on the other side. We need to push that tab down, and you'll see how the plastic tab will unlock the radiators. You see when you push the tab down, this plastic is going down and releases the radiators, and the same on the other side. So now just push in the tabs and then pull them out. These are the two plastic tabs removed, and now the radiators are free. It might be a little tight to remove the radiators because of the two AC lines that are on the AC condenser, but when you wiggle them a little bit, they'll come out eventually. We can see on this side there's not much space, so we might need to remove this air intake hose. This air intake hose is held by two metal clips. We need to pull them out, and they will release the coolant hose. That's the hose removed. Now we have more space on this side to remove the radiators. We again need to wiggle them a little bit, and they will come out eventually. And that's the AC condenser and the cooling radiator out. The two radiators are held by 4 bolts, 2 on the bottom, 2 on top. We need to remove them, and then you can replace whatever needs to be replaced, either the AC condenser or the radiator. And that's the two radiators separated from each other. Now you can replace whatever needs to be replaced and then connect them to each other. In my case, I'm only going to be replacing the AC condenser. So I've replaced it, and now I'm going to put the bolts back on and then put it on the car. Putting the two radiators back on the car is the exact reverse position as removing them. First, you need to put them into their space. You might want to wiggle them a little bit in order to put them in all the way, but they'll go in eventually. And afterwards you put everything else back in the reverse order. Don't forget to bleed the cooling system and charge the AC system when you're finished assembling everything. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.